This is number 46, Shane Dosaver from the South High Bison football team, and you are listening to the game on 1112 BISN, your Bison network.
Hey, I've got a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job for custom graphics? Here's an idea. Check out Custom Illusions and put on those graphics with their hydro dipping process. Go down and see Randy Peterson. And if you got a doubt, hey, he'll let you know. Give him a call, 634-DIP. That's 634-3477, or stop by at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1.
Are you a high school student that has received an academic, athletic, music, or any other type of high school letter? If you are, then bring your letter and your letterman's jacket to A Stitch in Life, located at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard, and have them sew that patch onto your letterman's jacket for you. Specializing in sewing, tailoring, and embroidery, A Stitch in Life will bring your letterman's jacket to life. Give A Stitch in Life a call at 307-426-5009 or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard and let them know 1112 BISN sent you.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Is your home beginning to look like an episode of Hoarders on the A&E network? Then head over to American Storage and Postal. With 555 storage units ranging from 5x10 to 12x42, they'll have the right size unit that fits your needs. American Storage also has warehouse units with heat, phone, and power. No need to worry about the security of your belongings because American Storage is equipped with 24-hour video surveillance and a computer-controlled entry system to ensure the safety and security of you and your property. So before the clutter pushes you out of your house, call American Storage at 307-635-9335 or go see them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them 1112 BISN sent you. What do high school students, student athletes, police, fire, and military personnel all have in common? They often have a need to have patches and other items sewn on the letter jackets, jerseys, sports officials' clothing, and uniforms. That's why you need to see A Stitch in Life here in Cheyenne. They are the high-quality, low-price experts for all your patch attachments, sewing, and embroidery needs. Shannon and her staff specialize in sewing and embroidery and will give you fast, quality service for a low price. So if you've earned that academic or athletic letter in high school, proudly serve as a policeman, fireman, or military member, then call A Stitch in Life at 307-426-5009. Once again, that's 307-426-5009, or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard for all your sewing, tailoring, and embroidery needs. And make sure to tell them 1112 BISN sent you. When you sell your home, there's a lot to worry about. Is your home priced right? Is it being marketed properly? With Misty Woods from Number One Properties, not only will she make sure that your home is priced accurately based on market value, but she will also ensure all potential buyers are aware of your listing. With her personal and professional marketing of each listing, you can rest easy by leaving all the big details to her. Visit Misty at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE woods.com to learn more about what Misty can do for you. So start taking all of that stress away from selling your home by visiting mistywoods.com or call her at 307-214-7055. Misty Woods and Number One Properties, expertise and friendly service is just a click or a phone call away.
Here's a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job to get those custom graphics? Go see Randy Peterson at Custom Illusions to get those custom graphics put on through their hydro dipping process. From mild to wild, if it fits, it dips. And if you have any questions, give them a call at 634-DIP. That's 634-3477. Or stop in at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1. Custom Illusions, your hydro dipping and automotive specialist.
Have a package that you need shipped somewhere? Then visit American Storage and Postal. Not only will they custom pack your shipment, but they will also ship the package for you using UPS, FedEx, and USPS. But their service doesn't stop there. At American Storage and Postal, you can also rent mailboxes for personal or business use. They also offer other services such as fax, copying, and notary. Give American Storage and Postal a call at 307-635-9335. That's 307-635-9335. Or visit them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them that 1112 BISN sent you.
Tired of paying rent? Tired of living in a house where a landlord tells you what is or what is not allowed in the home? Then visit Misty Woods for number one properties at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE woods.com and begin your journey to owning your own home. Search through all of the homes that Misty has listed on her website. Then schedule a meeting with Misty and let her get to work for you. Misty will help you find the home that meets your needs. And the best part is, she will walk you through each and every step of your purchase and truly guide you through the entire process until you sign your name on the dotted line. Your path to owning your own home is only a click away at mistywoods.com.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in Wyoming knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that'll get you out of the house for a couple of hours. But it needs to be affordable. It needs to be family-friendly. Above all, it needs to be fun. Now, let's talk about high school sports. Bang for your buck, school sports provide the perfect game plan for your family. You'll enjoy all of the drama and excitement competitive sports offer. You'll be supporting the future leaders of our community in a meaningful way. Best of all, you can take the entire family without breaking the bank. Heck, you won't even dent it. Now, enough chalk talk. Let's get out there and see what's playing at the high school in your community. School sports. Good for our kids, good for our community. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, I've got a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job for custom graphics? Here's an idea. Check out Custom Illusions and put on those graphics with their hydro dipping process. Go down and see Randy Peterson. And if you got a doubt, hey, he'll let you know. Give him a call, 634-DIP. That's 634-3477, or stop by at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1. Hey, I've got a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job for custom graphics? Here's an idea. Check out Custom Illusions and put on those graphics with their hydro dipping process. Go down and see Randy Peterson. And if you got a doubt, hey, he'll let you know. Give him a call, 634-DIP. That's 634-3477, or stop by at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1.
Are you a high school student that has received an academic, athletic, music, or any other type of high school letter? If you are, then bring your letter and your letterman's jacket to A Stitch in Life, located at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard, and have them sew that patch onto your letterman's jacket for you. Specializing in sewing, tailoring, and embroidery, A Stitch in Life will bring your letterman's jacket to life. Give A Stitch in Life a call at 307-426-5009 or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard and let them know 1112 BISN sent you.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Is your home beginning to look like an episode of Hoarders on the A&E network? Then head over to American Storage and Postal. With 550...
All right, the Golden Bison, is that what he called him?
What was that?
Did Anthony just call him the Southside Golden Bison?
I don't know, but they're playing Culture Club. Well, Coach Noble's rocking out over there in the 80s. Culture Club for Riverton.
They let Kevin Lenhart pick the music for tonight's game, the head official. So starting lineup, they don't have heights here, but number 10, Brandon Fullerton, is a senior. Number 13, Chris Quayle's a senior. Number 14, Keaton Zancanella, is a sophomore. Caleb Richmond is a senior. And Winston Tollefson's a junior. Did they let you pick the warm-up music? Did they let you pick the warm-up music for Riverton?
So when we played Riverton earlier in the East-West Classic, we lost 63-42. Ooh. But what that score doesn't indicate is that game was a game going into half. South was down by like 4, and then halfway through the third quarter, we decided to quit making shots.
Now starting lineup for your South High Bison. They'll go like this: a 1 guard spot, a 5'10" junior, wearing number 2, Michael DeBrine. And another guard, 5'7" junior, wearing number 3, Marquez, Kezzy Jefferson. And the forward wall for South, 5'11" junior, number 13, Brendan Nelson, to go along with a 6'2" senior, number 30, Richard Blackwell. And finally, a 6'1" senior, Shane Dillsaver, 35. So Dillsaver, Richard Blackwell, Brendan Nelson, the forwards, Marquez Jefferson, Mike DeBryan are the guards. Riverton dressed in their, we'll call it maroon, road uniforms trimmed in black and gray. South, of course, in the home whites trimmed in Bison gold.
So do we know who won that football game?
Patriots.
Are you serious? They won?
Yeah.
How'd they win?
They won.
Are you kidding me?
They won.
Oh, my goodness.
They won.
So
40's up.
Denver's
40
going
looks
to
like
New
little
England,
like Hayden Love from Green River, don't he?
Maybe he is. That'd be a long commute.
He's a larger individual. And, of course, I believe that's Winston Tollefson, and it is.
So what does South have to do, Steve? They've got to put last night's win behind them. This is a much better team. In my opinion, Riverton is going to make a push for the top seed in the 4A West this year. I really believe that.
Wins the tap, does Brandon Fullerton. They'll have the first possession of the game. They'll get it out top to Zancanella. Zancanella to Fullerton. Fullerton across to Zancanella. And it's the Fullerton and Zancanella show early here for Riverton. They'll just pass it back and forth to each other. Now they'll finally get it to Winston Tollefson, Caleb Richmond. And it's out of bounds. Ooh. Going to be Riverton basketball. They'll get it into Fullerton.
Good defense by South.
And South, it's off Marquez's foot. Chris Quayle.
Well, that was a kick.
That's what they called it. Chris Quayle now with the ball out top. He's going to drive on Jefferson, stop, pop a 17-footer, and that's good. That's with people in his face, so that's a tough shot.
Riverton actually had East on the ropes Thursday night. Had a 5-point lead in the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter, ended up losing by like 4.
Nice entry pass to Richard Blackwell. Give Brendan, I don't know, can you give him an assist if Richard Blackwell puts it on the floor?
Yeah, there was a basketball move, so I can't, Steve. Hate to say, that was a nice pass.
Nice entry to Richard Blackwell. 2-2 now. Quayle with the ball, and Kez all over him. They'll get it back up top to Richmond. Caleb Richmond. Now he'll get it across to number 14, Zancanella. And there's a nice shot, baseline Richmond, about a 10-footer. So Riverton with a couple nice shots. Now Mike, he's going to line up a 3-ball. Good! And you cannot leave him that open and give him that much time to sit and think about it. He'll hurt you.
Yep. South.
It'll hurt you.
I love that.
5-4 South. Dairy Queen scoreboard. Tollefson out, set a big screen up top. Now Quayle, and he throws it right over the head of Brandon Richmond.
So what I was saying is South knows what Riverton can do. We lost to Riverton in Riverton. But, like I said, Riverton's one of the top 2 teams in the 4A West. I think they're going to either sweep or at least split with Kelly Walsh this year. They're just a very talented team, and they gave East everything East could handle.
They don't look as big on the floor now as they did in warm-ups. There's a turnover for South. They really look like a large team in warm-ups, but there's no size advantage in this game here.
Really not, but they're just good. They're a good shooting team, Steve. They're patient, too.
And I tell you what, their head coach, Dick Quayle's probably about the nicest. One of the nicer men I've ever met. I've had him when they came down for some of the summer tournament games and stuff.
Well, I remember 2 years ago when Riverton came down and they ended up actually having to have a couple South players play on their team because they had guys go down with injuries.
Chris Quayle with an off-balance shot.
And Nelson almost throws it out of bounds, saved by Blackwell.
And Richard's going to pick up a foul against Richmond. Caleb Richmond, 41 with the foul.
6-5 is the score. Riverton over South.
Now Mike's going to have it left wing. He's going to try another three. Oh, that's in and out. Was halfway down. Here comes Chris Quayle the other way for Riverton. He'll stop and pop a three. Ooh, that's way short. But Shane just stands there and looks at him.
Oh, he's out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds before he threw it. Oh, and they missed it,
Another
Steve.
three-pointer there. That was long off the iron. And Shane's finally going to come down with this one. Oh, nice give and go to Jefferson. Jefferson's going to get all the way to the hole, lay the right hand up and in. 7-6 now, South with the lead here.
And I'll tell you what, the 4A conference this year is up for grabs. I mean, you got teams beating teams that shouldn't be beating teams. And, like, Gillette, I mean, they're having a little bit of a down year. Riverton loses to Laramie, yet hangs with East, and then Kelly Walsh gets smoked by East.
As Tollefson misses the shot from Riverton, South comes the other way. Blackwell gets in low, puts it up and in, and he's fouled. And that's two quick fouls on Caleb Richmond.
South with a 9-6 lead.
Chance to make it 10, and Riverton's putting some substitutions in.
One thing that makes Riverton so good, Steve, and I watched this on the video when I was watching the Riverton South game up in Riverton. The coach ain't afraid to sub 5 guys out. I mean, they're that deep, in my opinion.
Richard makes it a 10-6 game for South. So Brady Fullerton in now, along with Easton Paxton. And Fullerton's going to go baseline. Brady, that is. Can't get it to go. And rebound, Jefferson. Up ahead quickly. Barker in the game now for South. Austin gets it to Richard for a bucket.
Actually, Richard got the offensive rebound.
There's going to be a blocking foul on Jefferson.
And I'll tell you what, that last basket there by Richard was all set up by a great defensive rebound by Marquez Jefferson, who hit a streaking Barker on that play.
43 in the game for Riverstone. We don't have him on our roster, so not sure what to tell you about that fella. We're just going to call him 43, the mystery man. Now Easton Paxton tries a three. He can't get it to go. Richards up for a big rebound. Here comes South the other way. South going to run. Jefferson going to get to the hole. Oh, a lot of contact. Richard with another offensive rebound. Ooh, they say it's on the floor. He's fouled. Let's see who gets the foul. So 43, the mystery man, picks up the foul. And South will have it underneath their own basket with a 6-point lead now. Ooh, nice into Richard. Blackwell can't get his shot to go.
Richard went for the fadeaway. I think he could have actually taken it in on that guy.
He could have taken him to the hole.
South up 12-6 right now.
Chris Quayle crosses over Jefferson, and he'll get in low, make the basket, and he's fouled.
It's going to be on Lencho.
So Lencio Beltran.
South leads by 4 right now.
And Quayle makes the 3-point play. He's got 7 points out of Riverton's 9.
One thing South wants to do is they want to keep the tempo high. That's all South's game is fast, transition basketball.
Barker with it. They're trapping out top now. They get to Lencho Beltran. He'll get it left wing, Mike DeBrine. Out top to Richard. And he'll give it to Jefferson, and he'll reset it. Under 3 to go first quarter. South up 12-9 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. Jefferson,
Nice.
oh, great inbound, or great entry pass, rather, to Richard. And that's his 9th point here in the first quarter.
That was nice, patient offense there. Here I'm talking about how they like to run transition, but they do have a good offensive sets when they get into that half court, Steve.
23 misses. That's a brick there. And the rebound, give it to Austin Barker.
Nice hustle by Barker there.
So Jefferson will bring it back up. And Brandon Nelson, Shane Dilsaver set check back in here for South at the next timeout. Jefferson gets it up top. Mike DeBrine, 3. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Richard Blackwell, he is in a zone today. Boy, Richard's playing well. Double digits already. He's got 11 to South, 16 points.
11 points in the first quarter.
To go along with a bunch of rebounds. Probably a couple defensive and a couple 3 offensive. Nice spin move there by Fullerton. And quickly ahead the other way. Mike DeBrine lays the right hand up and in, and Riverton's going to call timeout. So South out quickly in this game. Minute 40 to go.
18-9.
First quarter, 18-9. Let's take a break here on the Bison Radio Network.
Is your home beginning to look like an episode of Borders on the A&E Network? Then head over to American Storage and Postal. With 555 storage units ranging from 5x10 to 12x42, they'll have the right size unit that fits your needs. American Storage also has warehouse units with heat, phone, and power. No need to worry about the security of your belongings because American Storage is equipped with 24-hour video surveillance and a computer-controlled entry system to ensure the safety and security of you and your property. So before the clutter pushes you out of your house, call American Storage at 307-635-9335 or go see them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
So back here live.
Want to give a shout out to some of our other sponsors, Tri-State Veterinary Clinic and Capital Communications Incorporated. Buck Holmes. Want to give him a shout out as well.
Allen passing out the shout out. Minute 40 to go first quarter. South up 18-9 out quickly. Now they got out quickly on the Trona the other day and couldn't hold it. So let's see if they can keep this momentum. Ooh, there's a foul. That's Lencho Beltran from behind. And yeah, every time you swat at it, you're going to get called.
Yep. He got him on the arm, got him on the head, got him on the back. Yeah, that was.
So Brendan Fullerton will go to the line for 2. First is good.
What happened was when they got out to that big lead against the Trona, they got honestly selfish. They started playing selfish basketball, Steve, not team basketball.
See if we can keep the team concept going here. Brendan Fullerton going to try for his second. Ooh, look like Riverton in a little early, but he'll make both free throws. And South come the other way. 18-11 with the lead. Just over a minute to go, first quarter. Baseline, Nelson feeds down low to Richard. Boy, it looks like they want to take this game through Richard. And there's a foul down low. It's going to be the 4th team foul.
You know, Richard's only, 6'1", 6'2"?
For 6'2".
But he's so strong. His post play reminds me of Isaiah Sims from a couple years ago. Not as tall as Isaiah, but just as strong, if not stronger than Isaiah.
Nelson with a big 3 from the right baseline, left baseline, excuse me. 10-point South lead, 21-11. Fullerton gets it to a cut in Fullerton. I don't know if they're brothers, but they are brother to brother. Brendan Fullerton misses the layup, and here comes South the other way. Brendan to Richard. Richard gets stopped and gets it back out to Shane. Right side to Mike DeBrine, and he'll reset it out to Austin. 50 seconds to go.
21-11, largest lead of the game on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. One thing Barker can do is he can dribble the ball.
South looking to go zip to score here. They're going to look for a last shot here, perhaps.
Why not?
Oh, and he goes right to the hoop. Oh, and he misses the layup.
How does that
Come
happen?
on.
You know, they're going to give you a lane to the land. You got to get that.
That shot's off there. Mike DeBryan gets the rebound. Holy cow. You don't get easier looks than that. Whew.
Boy, it opened up like the Red Sea, Steve. That's going to
Mike
be
DeBryan. Short rebound. Barker underneath lays it up and in. And South will go to the second quarter with a 12-point lead. It's
23-11, Steve.
South 23, Riverton 11. You're listening to high school basketball 11-12 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
What do high school students, student athletes, police, fire, and military personnel all have in common? They often have a need to have patches and other items sewn on the letter jackets, jerseys, sports officials' clothing, and uniforms. That's why you need to see a Stitch in Life here in Cheyenne. They are the high-quality, low-price experts for all your patch attachments, sewing, and embroidery needs. Shannon and her staff specialize in sewing and embroidery and will give you fast, quality service for a low price. So if you've earned that academic or athletic letter in high school, proudly serve as a policeman, fireman, or military member, then call us Stitch in Life at 307-426-5009. Once again, that's 307-426-5009, or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard for all your sewing, tailoring, and embroidery needs. And make sure to tell them 1112 BISN sent you. When you sell your home, there's a lot to worry about.
You know there is. So call Misty Woods. MISTIE Woods.com. South had the ball start the second quarter. Offensive explosion in the first. 23 points out of this South team. Now let's see if they can keep this pace up.
Playing good team basketball right now. Richard Blackwell with 11 points in the first quarter, Steve. He scored as many points as Riverton did as a team in the first quarter.
Ooh, almost an early turnover there.
South's got to play smart right now, though.
Riverton's going to up the pressure a little bit there in a man defense. Brian has it on the left wing, gets it out top to Richard. Good ball moving, nice. Look down low for DeBryan. Now here comes Brendan Nelson. Richard Blackwell gets the shot to go. About 8-foot jumper there, and it had to touch every piece of the rim before it decided to go down.
Yes, it did. 25-11, largest lead of the game for South.
Oh, there's an entry pass stolen away by Brendan, and he's going to go up to Richard. Richard Blackwell lays it up, and it's 16-point South lead. And this Bison team's playing inspired here in the final game of the McDonald's Classic.
I think Riverton's kind of caught by surprise. They probably weren't expecting this type of effort.
There's a missed shot by Zancanella, and South comes down and get away with it again. DeBryan going to try to drive to the hole, but he gets stopped and then skips to the loo and travels with it.
It's working because South is making Riverton play their game, Steve, playing that up-tempo game. And, you know, Riverton not being at home, they are not as fresh as they were up in Riverton when we played, except when you leave a guy wide open like that.
Richard up with a big defensive rebound there, and they're going to bring it up. And Phil Villa with a great play on the sideline over there.
He's got 8 rebounds already in the first half, Steve.
Wow.
8 rebounds. 15 points.
Brendan Nelson is going to get it out to Richard. Richard gets to the right elbow, and he'll reset it to Marquez Jefferson. Jefferson working on Chris Quayle. He'll get to the 15-foot line, put up kind of a crazy shot, can't get it to go. They're going to call Richard with the foul. Wow, okay. His first foul. Richard taps himself out of the game here. A little tired, so Isaiah Dix will check in for him.
Only 4 fouls for South so far. Leading by 16, 27-11 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard.
Chris Quayle pretty good with off the dribble. Now Brendan Fullerton, he's going to get to the hole. Ooh.
Oh, he must have got his body. Did you see body, Steve?
Yeah, if that's what it would have to be if it was anything. Mike DeBryan with the foul. So Brendan Fullerton will go to the line for 2. He's 2 for 2 on the night.
Must have got body. Because that was all ball.
That's what was, yeah, that's what was signaled was the push. Misses the first free throw. And he'll make the second. 27-12. South now up by 15 with the ball. And South needs to be patient with the offense. They don't want to go on a big dry spell. Let Riverton climb back into this. Michael DeBryan with it. He gets it out to Marquez. Thought about a three. Now he's going to drive. He put up a wild shot down low, but Nelson's going to volleyball the rebound out to Dilsaver. Three-point attempt. No good. Isaiah Dix up real big, but he can't corral the rebound, and here comes Riverton the other way. Fullerton down low. Down to give a go, and there's going to be a foul. I believe it's on the floor. So Michael DeBryan picks up his second foul.
Second in for Shane.
So Richard Blackwell in for Shane, and Barker comes in for Mike DeBryan.
South still leads by 15. 5:20 left in the first half. 27-12, Steve.
Riverton will have it underneath their own basket. Ooh, nice entry pass there to Fullerton, and he'll score the 2-point bucket.
How do you let the guy in front of you jump like that? Without, I mean, that's the guy that you're supposed to be defending.
Lead down to 13 now, and South hasn't scored in a little bit here, so they need something here on this possession. Richard back in the game. I think he got pushed from behind, and that's going to be the fifth Riverton team foul. 41 with the foul. Ooh, that's 3 already on Caleb Richmond. So he's in a little bit of foul trouble, and they'll have to check number 20 into the game. Austin Sellers.
South cannot get into one of those offensive lulls where they don't score in a long period of time. They built a big lead. They want to keep the pressure on, Steve.
Barker with it out top. He's going to dribble away for some pressure. Now Nelson has it. They get to Blackwell. And timeout White.
Good timeout. South kind of looks a little confused there offensively. So
30-second timeout. Let's keep it right here. Now Riverton's got a number 3 in the game. That must be Braxton Lejeunesse.
How about
Lajeunesse?
Lajeunesse.
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 Braxton Lajeunesse.
Lajeunesse. Lejeune. Lejeunesse.
I'm going to call him Lajeunesse.
Lajeunesse.
Braxton Lajeunesse.
Braxton Lajeunesse. How else can we say it?
Lajeunesse.
June. Giuni. Lajeunesse.
Lajeunesse.
Lajeunesse. We'll just call him Braxton.
Yeah. Braxton L.
No other way to say it. I mean,
4:40 to go first half. South 13-point lead. They have the ball. Looking for a positive possession here. Brandon Nelson's going to get it out top to Dilsaver.
They got to get a basket.
Looking down low for Richard, and that's not going to be handled. Quayle the other way. Ooh. Looked like he might have traveled.
That's what I thought, but I don't get paid to make those calls, Steve.
There's another turnover, and here we go. Quickly, Brandon Fullerton.
Just like that, it's 27-18.
So lead down to just 9 now. Riverton's really stepped up the tempo.
7-0 run.
And now South struggling to find anything offensive. They scored 23 points. There goes Richard. He'll get to the hole, lay it up and in, and he's fouled. So Richard Blackwell putting on a show here.
It's a clinic.
And that's Lejeunesse with the foul.
Lejeunesse?
Lejeunesse.
It's Lejeune. He's got 17 points already, Steve. He's on pace to break the single game record here at South.
Don't say that.
18 points for Blackwell in the first half.
And the three-point play gets back South back to their 12-point lead. Riverton had cut it to single digits just a moment ago. There's a bad pass stolen by Jefferson. He's one-on-one, and he's going to spin, get to the hole, put the right hand up, can't get it to go. And don't make a stupid foul on the way back.
You know, that's one of those ones where you should have just pulled it back out, Steve.
There's a three there. Wow, Chris Quayle. Deadly.
30-21 now.
Deadly from three.
Deadly.
The sheriff and the sharpshooter.
3:08 left in the first half.
Tried to enter it to Blackwell there, and boy, they're triple teaming Blackwell when they try to enter it to him. So,
well, when you get somebody score 18 points on you in the first half, surprised they don't drop all 5 guys down there. Especially La Jeunesse. La Jeunesse.
La Jeunesse out top.
I'm going to have to ask him how to say his name. I'm going to say, hey, Braxton.
I want Shane to pop one of them wide open threes.
Dude, I know. Hit it. Give it to him.
Hit that. Yeah. Barker going to drive, and he gets cut off, and he draws the foul.
Yeah, it's going to be a 1-and-1.
On Le Jeunesse.
Le Jeunesse.
Picks up his second.
You say Le Jeunesse, I say La Jeunesse. Barker with a 1-and-1. I'm feeling better today, can you tell?
Yeah, you're rare form.
La Jeunesse picks up his first foul.
Good.
South back at the 10. Once had a 16-point lead in the second quarter. Got to give Riverton credit, man. They've knocked it down to 9. Now it's back up to 10.
And 11. Parker made sure he stopped by our broadcast position to give us a piece of his mind before the game about us saying he was 30% from the line for the season.
Did he?
Yeah, oh yeah. He come by and told me, I'm not 30%, by the way. There's going to be Jefferson picking up a foul, I believe, and Riverton will be in the bonus now.
That was my mistake. I was looking at how many points he actually scored. I thought that was his percentage. It was actually the points he had scored up to this weekend. Austin, when you watch this later, please know that I didn't mean it. You're still a good kid.
So Gabe McDonald going to check in, and Jefferson going to sit down. So
you know what? Why not let Gabe McDonald sit in? You know what? He scored 8 points in the first half last night.
I think Jefferson and DeBryan are on the bench in a little bit of foul trouble, 2 each. I don't think Schaefer wants either one of them to pick up a third here.
If anybody could stop the mystique of La Jeunesse, it's going to be Gabe McDonald.
It's the mystique.
He hit it.
13, Chris Quayle.
32-22 now. I like this Quayle kid. He's a really solid player, Steve. He's grown a lot since the last time I saw him.
Looking for his 12th point. And
that's over the back.
There's going to be a pushing foul on number 20, Austin Sellers. So now we're going the other way.
He almost looks like Matt Sellers. I wonder if they're related. I don't know. I thought Matt Sellers went to Evanston.
I don't know.
Can people move?
I don't know.
Blackwell with the 1-and-1.
He'll make the first. 19 points now for Richard Blackwell. It is French Day here on 1112 BISN.
I wonder if they have au jus sauce in the room.
And he makes it a pair. 34-22, 12-point South lead. Just over 2 minutes to go first half.
That number 10, he's got some
Fullerton. And rebound Sellers, 20, and he puts it back.
Too easy there.
Now quickly head to Gabe McDonald. Gabe thought about going, and that's off a Riverton player.
Right idea. He had 2 Bison streaking on the near side, Steve. That was Nelson and Barker just got tipped right out of the way.
They'll get it out to Gabe McDonald. Under 2 now, first half. Gabe dribbles to the left wing. Gabe. To Barker, right wing to Nelson. Richard Blackwell. He'll reverse it over to Gabe McDonald. No relation. Richard Blackwell for 3. Wow, is there anything Richard isn't going to do today?
He's on fire.
He's going to blow the school scoring record out of the water.
He's going to destroy it.
Oh, where's Kyler Cummings?
He's here.
Is he? Is he here to hand the torch off?
Yes, he is.
37-24, and now we're going to go zip. Because South would sure like to go into
He's got
the
what,
locker room
23 points already?
with a double-digit lead, 24, I believe.
24 points. He's only 9 points away from tying it.
Oh, man, bad pass there. And Riverton's going to get a nice bucket the other way. 23 scores the bucket. Brady Fullerton, rather.
South still up by 11 with just under a minute left.
Oh, Schaefer's just mad as can be, giving Riverton that 2. South went to an offense to try to take that 13-point lead to half. They give Riverton an easy bucket on a turnover. Nelson on the right wing, gets it up top to Blackwell. South going to look for a last shot here. 20 seconds to go. Who's going to get to take it?
Well, you got to hope it's Blackwell. I'm sure Riverton's looking for that, though. I mean, they're still playing a man-on-man, one-on-one.
Now they're under 10 seconds, so they got to get into something. Shane gives it to Austin for a three-pointer. That's no good. Oh, that's a dumb foul there. That's a dumb foul. That's going to give Riverton 3 shots. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
So it'll be 3 shots. Let's go ahead and mark Brendan for the foul. That could be big if he makes these 3 free throws. Man!
He makes the first. That gets it down to 10.
South looking to hold for the last shot with a 13-point lead, and they might
get it down to 9.
They might go in only up 8. So wow, that's
huge foul.
That's huge. Makes all 3 of them. They'll go to the locker room. South up by 8. Score at half is South 37, Riverton 29. You're listening to high school basketball here on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
Is your home priced right? Is it being marketed properly? With Misty Woods from Number One Properties, not only will she make sure that your home is priced accurately based on market value, but she will also ensure all potential buyers are aware of your listing. With her personal and professional marketing of each listing, you can rest easy by leaving all the big details to her. Visit Misty at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE woods.com to learn more about what Misty can do for you. So start taking all of that stress away from selling your home by visiting mistywoods.com or call her at 307-214-7055. Misty Woods and Number One Properties, expertise and friendly service is just a click or a phone call away.
Here's a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job to get those custom graphics? Go see Randy Peterson at Custom Illusions to get those custom graphics put on through their hydro dipping process. From mild to wild, if it fits, it dips. And if you have any questions, give them a call at 634-DIP. That's 634-3477. Or stop in at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1. Custom Illusions, your hydro dipping and automotive specialist.
Have a package that you need shipped somewhere? Then visit American Storage and Postal. Not only will they custom pack your shipment, but they will also ship the package for you using UPS, FedEx, and USPS. But their service doesn't stop there. At American Storage and Postal, you can also rent mailboxes for personal or business use. They also offer other services such as fax, copying, and notary. Give American Storage and Postal a call at 307-635-9335. That's 307-635-9335. Or visit them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them that 1112 BISN sent you.
Tired of paying rent? Tired of living in a house where a landlord tells you what is or what is not allowed in the home? Then visit Misty Woods from Number One Properties at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE woods.com and begin your journey to owning your own home. Search through all of the homes that Misty has listed on her website. Then schedule a meeting with Misty and let her get to work for you. Misty will help you find the home that meets your needs And the best part is, she will walk you through each and every step of your purchase and truly guide you through the entire process until you sign your name on the dotted line. Your path to owning your own home is only a click away at mistywoods.com.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in Wyoming knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that'll get you out of the house for a couple of hours. But it needs to be affordable. It needs to be family-friendly. Above all, it needs to be fun. Now, let's talk about high school sports. Bang for your buck, school sports provide the perfect game plan for your family. You'll enjoy all of the drama and excitement competitive sports offer. You'll be supporting the future leaders of our community in a meaningful way. Best of all, you can take the entire family without breaking the bank. Heck, you won't even dent it. Now, enough chalk talk. Let's get out there and see what's playing at the high school in your community. School sports. Good for our kids, good for our community. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This is number 46, Shane Dosaver from the South High Bison football team, and you are listening to the game on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
Hey, I've got a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job for custom graphics? Here's an idea. Check out Custom Illusions and put on those graphics with their hydro dipping process. Go down and see Randy Peterson. And if you got a doubt, hey, he'll let you know. Give him a call, 634-DIP. That's 634-3477, or stop by at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1.
Are you a high school student that has received an academic, athletic, music, or any other type of high school letter? If you are, then bring your letter and your letterman's jacket to A Stitch in Life, located at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard, and have them sew that patch onto your letterman's jacket for you. Specializing in sewing, tailoring, and embroidery, A Stitch in Life will bring your letterman's jacket to life. Give A Stitch in Life a call at 307-426-5009 or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard and let them know 1112 BISN sent you.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Is your home beginning to look like an episode of Hoarders on the A&E network? Then head over to American Storage and Postal. With 555 storage units ranging from 5x10 to 12x42, they'll have the right size unit that fits your needs. American Storage also has warehouse units with heat, phone, and power. No need to worry about the security of your belongings because American Storage is equipped with 24-hour video surveillance and a computer-controlled entry system to ensure the safety and security of you and your property. So before the clutter pushes you out of your house, call American Storage at 307-635-9335. Or go see them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them 1112 BISN sent you. What do high school students, student athletes, police, fire, and military personnel all have in common? They often have a need to have patches and other items sewn on the letter jackets, jerseys, sports officials' clothing, and uniforms. That's why you need to see A Stitch in Life here in Cheyenne. They are the high-quality, low-price experts for all your patch attachments, sewing, and embroidery needs. Shannon and her staff specialize in sewing and embroidery and will give you fast, quality service for a low price. So if you've earned that academic or athletic letter in high school, proudly serve as a policeman, fireman, or military member, then call A Stitch in Life at 307-426-5009. Once again, that's 307-426-5009, or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard for all your sewing, tailoring, and embroidery needs. And make sure to tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
When you sell your home, there's a lot to worry about. Is your home priced right? Is it being marketed properly? With Misty Woods from Number One Properties, not only will she make sure that your home is priced accurately based on market value, but she will also ensure all potential buyers are aware of your listing. With her personal and professional marketing of each listing, You can rest easy by leaving all the big details to her. Visit Misty at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE woods.com to learn more about what Misty can do for you. So start taking all of that stress away from selling your home by visiting mistywoods.com or call her at 307-214-7055. Misty Woods and Number One Properties, expertise and friendly services just a click or a phone call away.
Here's a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job to get those custom graphics? Go see Randy Peterson at Custom Illusions to get those custom graphics put on through their hydro dipping process. From mild to wild, it bits, it dips. And if you have any questions, give them a call at 634-DIP. That's 634-3477. Or stop in at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1. Custom Illusions, your hydro dipping and automotive specialist.
Have a package that you need shipped somewhere? Then visit American Storage and Postal. Not only will they custom pack your shipment, but they will also ship the package for you using UPS, FedEx, and USPS. But their service doesn't stop there. At American Storage and Postal, you can also rent mailboxes for personal or business use. They also offer other services such as fax, copying, and notary. Give American Storage and Postal a call at 307-635-9335. That's 307-635-9335. Or visit them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them that 1112 BISN sent you.
Tired of paying rent? Tired of living in a house where a landlord tells you what is or what is not allowed in the home? Then visit Misty Woods from Number One Properties at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE woods.com and begin your journey to owning your own home. Search through all of the homes that Misty has listed on her website. Then schedule a meeting with Misty and let her get to work for you. Misty will help you find the home that meets your needs. And the best part is, she will walk you through each and every step of your purchase and truly guide you through the entire process till you sign your name on the dotted line. Your path to owning your own home is only a click away at mistywoods.com.
So, not exactly what Coach Jim Schaefer had in mind there to end the first half. South Boys are holding a 13-point lead, and they went into a kind of a delay type deal where they wanted to take that 13-point lead or close to it to the halftime with them, and then things kind of got out of control. A foul committed on a three-quarter court shot right at the end, and it ends up being an 8-point lead, Alan.
37-29. You know, that was you foul somebody right there at the end of the half. That's just right there lack of discipline, not knowing the situation of the game. Now you're, instead of up 12 going into the half, you're only up eight. I mean, you could have been up 11. So it's little things like that hopefully South can put behind them. And here's the thing, though, is they've got to be able to keep this intensity on Riverton, because Riverton really hasn't had an answer. Now, granted, they did outscore us by 4 in the second quarter. South's been the more consistent team, I think you could say, Steve.
So Riverton's going to start with the ball in the second half. They're working to our left, far side of the court. Their leading scorer is Chris Quayle with 14, and they missed their first shot, and South gets it. And again, South has got to come out and make every offensive possession count here. They don't want to go into a dry spell. They feed Richard right away, and he travels. So that's considered a turnover, and South doesn't want to turn over. How many turnovers did they have in the first half?
He do 4-6.
That's a great half of basketball. 6 turnovers. We'll take that anytime. If they can match that in the second half, they ought to be able to bring this thing home.
Yeah. That number 10, he's a pretty good ball player, too.
And that's not a very good shot at him, though. So now Jefferson coming the other way. Jefferson Marquez wisely slows it up and lets the offense. Oh, Richards just getting manhandled by Tollison down there.
Well, not just that, but then number 13, Quayle, just kind of like side rubbed him. That could have been on 2 players.
That's a WWE wrestling match.
That could have been on number 40 and number 13. 13 brushed him across the head. So, I mean, well, they're trying to get Richard out of his game.
They're just going to keep feeding him.
And he's going to go.
Is Tollison going to pick up another one real quick? They're going to get Fullerton. With the foul there. It's how they bring it in again. So 2 quick Riverton fouls. And Nelson gets it in there. And Tollison leaning all over him. So if you're going to body him like that, you're going to get called for the fouls.
Maybe that's what he's there for.
Winston Tollefson. Now they get it into Kez, and he's going to set it out top. Mike DeBryan down to Richard Blackwell.
Take him. Take him 1-on-1.
Yeah, take him to the hole. Take him off the dribble. Shano with it out top, reset it to Kez Jefferson. Yeah, if they can get it to Richard about 10 feet away from the basket, and he's one-on-one with Tollefson, I don't know why you wouldn't try to put a move on him. DeBryan,
not a smart pass.
No, he was trying to feed Shane Dillsaver, and there's another turnover.
He should have honestly taken the shot. He got that far into the paint, you know.
Ooh, Quayle thinking about that NBA three out there. Now, Zancanella gives it off to Fullerton. High archer. Tollefson up with the rebound, and he'll put one back in, and he's fouled.
The only reason why I can think that was a foul, Steve, is because Blackwell was straight up was because of where he was at on the floor. I mean, does that? I don't know. I know you guys don't follow those same rules, but he was straight up. That's the only thing I can think of.
It's only his second foul.
That cuts the lead down to 6.
Oh, not even close on that free throw. So
Richard now has a double-double, 10 rebounds, 23 points. 23 points, 10 rebounds, Steve. That is a solid game.
South in their offense. Running right hand. Nelson can't get it to go. Dillsaver up big for the rebound. Then DeBryan gets fouled on the shot.
That's what's great about this South team compared to teams in the past. They've got more scorers on this team.
So 41, that's his 4th foul.
So they're going to do everything they can to take Blackwell out, but you got Jefferson on the floor, you got DeBryan on the floor.
Dennis
and Nelson
right there to make the call. And Mike makes both of those. Extends the lead back to 8.
That gives him 7 on the game.
Looking for a stop here now. 39-31, South with the lead. Looking for a stop.
Nice.
Mike with the steal. Here comes Richard, 1-on-3. He's going to be fouled by 14. Oh, no, that's not a good call at all.
What? What game is this guy watching?
That's number... So Richard Blackwell's going to get...
What game is this guy watching here? That should have been a travel.
That's not a good call.
That should have been a travel more than anything.
14 grabbed his arm. There was no contact.
There was none at all.
Call's been made.
Nothing you can do about it now. But
Quayle with the three-point attempt. Boy, Nelson up big for the rebound. Here comes South the other way. Ooh, there was a possible double dribble. Mike Bryan with the 3. Can't get it to go. Brendan Nelson rebound. Then he'll get it to Richard Blackwell and scores. Quayle tries to do it himself. It gets knocked away by Blackwell, and they'll reset it out top to Zancanella. Chris Quayle. Ooh, there's too many steps there, I thought, but nope, we're going to be fouled here. So Marquez Jefferson picks up his 3rd foul.
Marquez and Blackwell sitting with 3 fouls each. I'd say I wouldn't really worry about it. Blackwell's playing a solid game. That last foul shouldn't have been a foul. So
that offensive foul.
That was like mysterious.
I bet he, in hindsight, even would wish that he had that back. But
South leads by 10, 41-31, but things are so slowly.
So Shane with the foul there.
That's his first.
It's his first, but Riverton's going to go to the line for 2 Quayle, and he hasn't missed one yet.
I've got this Slim Jim staring at me in the face. I can't get open. It's like, it's teasing me. It's teasing me, Steve.
Step into it.
I know.
Oh, he finally misses one there, and Barker's going to get the rebound and give it to Shane, back to Barker, and they'll come the other way. South up by 9, 41-32. South up by 15 at one point in this game.
16.
Was it 16?
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a pass there that Nelson doesn't get done. But Mike DeBryan with the steal, and he'll lay it up and in and finish. Making an 11-point lead for South. Excuse me. Now Fullerton traveled on his way in.
Yep. Now South can keep the pressure on. They'll really get Riverton out of this game. Build that lead up into the fourth. That'd be huge. Huge. Huge means, Steve.
Huge. Humongous.
43-32, just hitting the halfway point of the third quarter.
Dillsaver out top to Barker.
Nice pull of that, though, yeah.
Barker going to give it to Mike DeBryan, who's going to be double-teamed. And he'll get a right-hander up. Wow, that's a nifty little shot there by Mike.
Well, they double-teamed him, but they left the baseline side wide open.
That was like a Hoosiers running right hand.
That was just nice. Knowing where you're at on the floor, Steve, that's nice knowledge.
Back up to 13. There's a missed shot by Fullerton. Oh, my goodness sakes. Quail all over.
How does he not call that?
And it goes off a Riverton player and out of bounds.
He's hugging him, and they don't call it. Well, what's his name's not having the greatest game. He's a fish. He's done some great games. This is not one of his greatest games. Everybody's off once in a while.
So Austin Barker will have it up top. And they'll try to feed down low to Shane. It'll go off 31. Who's 31? Holy cow, Riverton's played a lot of guys in this game.
I don't have a 31, Steve. Oh, Jacob Nuss.
Jacob Nuss.
Austin saves that from going out of bounds. Nice move.
And there's a foul there. Easton Paxton's going to pick it up. It's on the floor, though.
It's going to be 5 fouls on Riverton. South up by 13.
Ooh, actually, he gave the foul to Quail.
What?
13.
Okay. Mike DeBryan right there. Pop that. Boom.
Boom. Mike DeBryan feeling it. Boom. Shakalaka. Now Quail with the ball. Ooh, and he's hip checked by Barker.
Yeah, Barker was slipping and he tripped him.
Ooh, they're going to call the foul on Riverton.
Must have been an illegal screen. How many field goals do you have for Barker DeBryan? I have 5 field goals total.
Yep.
Okay.
One of them being a three-pointer. So Mike DeBryan feeling it. Under 3 to go, third quarter. They lead back to 15 now for South. And now this is where they really want to work some good possessions. If Bryan tries a 3, and that's kind of an ill-advised 3. Shane's going to try to chase it down, and it's going to be Riverton basketball.
Not a good 3 by South there. I think Michael could have given himself a better shot.
Yeah, they don't need to hurry shots at all. You're up 15, man.
He's
work till you get the – yeah, he is. Absolutely. But work till you really get something. Now Quail trying to take the game under his wing.
47 to 34.
His 17th point of the game. Again, patience here. 13-point lead. And that's not a good shot by Nelson.
Why are they
Why are they just firing stuff up from 3? Other way, 31 gets to the bucket, makes it, and he's fouled. South just coming down and chucking the ball up. Shane Dillsaver's going to get his second foul.
This is where, like I said, sometimes building such a big lead with such a young team isn't good because now you got kids just hucking up shots from wherever they're out on the floor.
This is exactly what they did against Natrona the other night in the third quarter. They came out and decided that everybody was just going to shoot it when they had the chance.
South has built this lead on patience, Steve. When they're not running that transition in their half-court offense, it's been complete patience, and that's why they're doing so good. Not when they're just hucking up shots.
And there's another turnover. Shane looking for cut Nelson, and then Riverton turns it right back over to South. So the lead only 10 now for South.
1:50 left in the third quarter, 47-37 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. Make sure you visit Dairy Queen off Pershing and get yourself a peanut butter parfait. Tell them 1112 BISN told you to.
Mike DeBryan will reset it up top to Austin. Minute 43 to go.
What about a dipped cone?
Now Michael with it on the wing. He'll get it up top to Shane.
You know, this is the good offense. Nice and patient, Steve. Not forcing anything, waiting for the right shot to take.
Barker right wing, up top to Lencho. Beltran. Ooh, boy, there's big contact there. And it's got to be one way or the other, but no foul called. Now there's a late foul. Is that Michael going to get that one? 3 on Michael.
It must have been on the rebound. He was trying to strip it. Got too much of the arm, Steve.
So minute 18 to go, 10-point lead. And Gabe McDonald looking to check back in for South.
Nice.
Quayle's a pretty good kid for Riverton. Now 23, Brady Fullerton. Oh, there's a nice entry pass.
And this lead is back down to single digits. South leads 47-39.
Under a minute to go, and the lead's back to 8. That's what it was at halftime. South did increase it to 15 points, but Riverton on a 7-0 run right now. McCray gets in with a wild right-hand shot. Boy, they're not looking for good shots, man.
No, they're not.
Everybody's trying to be the guy. And there's Fullerton.
Down to 5.
With a 3.
47-42. Hard to believe that just a minute ago, South was up by 15. Not very smart shot selection.
Yes, I don't know what they're doing now, but Beltran is going to be fouled.
Number 2 with the foul. This is going to be a 1-1. Number 12?
Easton Paxton.
So is that Lencho? Lencho's going to the free throw line. Well, I'll tell you what, you got to get this free throw. At least get the first one to try to give yourself the bonus to kind of stop this run that Riverton has put on this whole second half of the third quarter.
Makes the first.
Now the good news is we'll come back with Richard in the fourth quarter, and Jefferson
should be able to get the starting 5 back in there. Looking to make this a 7-point lead. Oh wow! Now South has it. They play for the last shot. I didn't see. I think Dillsaver got the rebound.
Actually, it was Deontay who knocked it out of the guy's hand, who had rebound.
So give him a steal. Gabe. Now up top, Lencho, Beltran. Oh, Shane almost had a putback there. So we're through 3 quarters here, and the lead is shrunk to 6. It's South 48, Riverton 42. You're listening to high school basketball on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in Wyoming knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that'll get you out of the house for a couple of hours. But it needs to be affordable. It needs to be family-friendly. Above all, it needs to be fun. Now, let's talk about high school sports. Bang for your buck, school sports provide the perfect game plan for your family. You'll enjoy all of the drama and excitement competitive sports offer. You'll be supporting the future leaders of our community in a meaningful way. Best of all, you can take the entire family without breaking the bank. Heck, you won't even dent it. Now, enough chalk talk. Let's get out there and see what's playing at the high school in your community. School sports. Good for our kids, good for our community. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
So 8 minutes to go in the McDonald's Classic.
A game that South has owned from the tip is quickly gotten back into Riverton's favor as they've cut this lead down to 6 now.
And now South really needs to play unselfish basketball, get back into the team concept that led them to a 15-point lead. Nice entry to Richard. Oh, it's knocked out of his hands, but I think they're going to call Paxton for a foul. And Richard will go to the line.
Nice move by Richard.
23 gets the call.
Now, the good thing is we're getting free throws. The bad thing is we're getting points with the clock stop. So our goal is we want to keep the clock moving, Steve. But as long as they're going to keep fouling, we might as well.
And Richard makes the first.
That's what, 27 points?
26.
26?
For Richard Blackwell, 7 away from the school record. And he makes them both. 27 points for Richard Blackwell.
He's going to break it because it's going to be going through him this quarter.
Now, nice feed down low to Quayle. He gets 2. The Quayle's approaching the 20-point mark.
50-44 on the Dairy Queen scoreboard. South still leading by
points
6.
for Chris Quayle.
They've got help side defense on Richard now.
What an entry pass there. Shane Dillsaver. 29 points for Richard Blackwell, and he might have more coming his way.
Oh, I'm sure he does. 7 minutes left in this game. They don't have an answer for Blackwell.
And there's a running right-hander by Fullerton, Brady Fullerton.
52-46. There has been no defense in this fourth quarter so far. South turns it over, though.
I gave maybe it was Chris Quayle.
Barker set to check in.
So Riverton will have the ball.
Checking in for Brendan.
South with a precarious 6-point lead
6-point lead. Hard to believe. At one time it was 16, and one time in the third quarter it was up to 15 again. And now it's down to 6.
So they need stops here. Oh, boy, Fullerton. Brady gets it down low to number 31. That's a little bit too easy.
Well, Richard's giving up offense, playing offense, but giving up defense for it.
Ooh, and then there's a foul underneath there, and I believe Richard got knocked down. So if that's the case, he'll go to the line again.
Tripped over number 31. It's going to be a 1-and-1.
And this is for his 30th and 31st point.
Plus, don't forget, he's got 11 rebounds. There's number 30.
For his 31st point here, wow. It's been Richard Blackwell.
Oh, and he missed.
He missed it, so he's sitting on 30. Here they come the other way. Now only a 5-point lead. Stop and pop. Jacob Nuss.
South not playing any defense. Still lead by 3, 53-30, but they're not.
6.5 to go. We got a timeout. Called by Jim Schaefer.
Good timeout.
60-second timeout. We'll take it with him here on 11-12 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
This is number 46, Shane Dillsaver from the South High Bison football team, and you are listening to the game on 11-12 BISN, your Bison Network.
Hey, I've got a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job for custom graphics? Here's an idea. Check out Custom Illusions and put on those graphics with their hydro dipping process. Go down and see Randy Peterson. And if you got a doubt, hey, he'll let you know. Give him a call, 634-DIP. That's 634-3477, or stop by at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1.
Are you a high school student that has received an academic, athletic, music, or any other type of high school letter? If you are, then bring your letter and your letterman's jacket to A Stitch in Life, located at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard, and have them sew that patch onto your letterman's jacket for you. Specializing in sewing, tailoring, and embroidery, A Stitch in Life will bring your letterman's jacket to life. Give A Stitch in Life a call at 307-426-5009 or visit them.
Yep, back here live. 6:22 to go in the ball game. South with a 3-point lead.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And the basketball.
Had a 15-point lead late in the third quarter. Had a 16-point lead late in the first half. Now it's down to 3. I'll tell you what. You got to feed Blackwell. They can't guard him. He's got 30 points on the game.
They're looking for him. They got it to him on the baseline. He's feeling it. Turnaround jumper. Good. Richard Blackwell has just tied Kyler Cummings. No, he hasn't.
Nope,
He's got 32, 1 point away from Kyler Cummings' school record.
32 points for Blackwell, and he is just the reason why.
Fullerton with an unwise shot, but a long rebound. He gets his own. Now Quayle's going to drive. Quayle's going to put up a right hand, and that will go.
Well, I tell you what, the records don't mean a thing if you don't win the game, and they're down. They're left by 3, 55-52. Oh, feed it to him.
There's Jefferson getting in the lane, 12-footer. He can't get it to go. And now it's a 3-point lead for South and Riverton ball. They're looking down low for Jacob Nuss, and, man, they got to cover him.
South not playing any defense. Their lead down to 1. 55, 50, 20. Oh, that was a nice pass by Parker. And there it is.
34. Richard Blackwell has the new South High School scoring record.
Single game record for South.
34 points, and we're taking a quick timeout here.
As he just breaks Kyler's record of 33 that he set against Gillette last year. What a great game by Barker. I mean, not great pass by Barker on that play. 34 points, 11 rebounds.
But I tell you what, if Richard Blackwell doesn't do some defending on the other end and keep Jacob Nuss away from the basket, it's all going to be for naught.
That's true. I mean, South up by 3, but they're getting to the lane.
I mean, number 31 for Riverton's had like 3 layups in a row.
Yep.
Down there.
So Riverton going to inbound.
5:11 to go ball game, 57-54 South.
South up by 3.
Need a defensive stop here in the worst sort of way. It'll be Chris Quayle to bring it up. Quayle going to rise for 12 feet, can't get it to go. There's a stop. Just what South needed. Now Mike DeBryan comes away with it. Now, be patient in the offensive end and get something. Richard Blackwell up top, kicks it left wing, Barker. Barker to Lencho Beltran. Ooh, Mike goes right
Wide
by.
Open.
What a move there by Mike DeBryan.
That was a nice move. Now South's got a little breathing room.
Michael quietly with 15 points.
Oh, no.
Wide open 3, Fullerton. Oh, he misses badly. Another stop for South. Now they're up by 5. Chance to go build on it. 4.5 to go in the game. Don't need to be in a hurry. Boy, South really would like to bring this one home.
Yes, they would.
That's not a smart pass there. A cross-court pass.
Saves it.
Yeah, he saved Michael's bacon there.
After all this mass confusion, I'm still surprised that the Patriots beat the Ravens today. 59-54, just under the halfway point in the final quarter of the McDonald's Classic here at Cheyenne South. And we've had a performance of the ages.
Richard gets it outside now. Beltran lines up a 3, good, and that's huge for Lencio. Beltran gets the lead back up to 8 for South. 3:30 to go. Quayle pops a 15-footer. Timeout, Riverton. They're going to sit him down. Let's take a timeout with him here on 11-12. BISN.
Your Bison Network.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Is your home beginning to look like an episode of Hoarders on the A&E network? Then head over to American Storage and Postal. With 555 storage units ranging from 5x10 to 12x42, they'll have the right size unit that fits your needs. American Storage also has warehouse units with heat, phone, and power. No need to worry about the security of your belongings because American Storage is equipped with 24-hour video surveillance and a computer-controlled entry system
Low rider.
Some more.
62-56 South with the lead and the ball.
And the ball.
3:29 to go in the game. Now Riverton going to look to go full court pressure. First time we've seen this from the Wolverines today.
Get it in.
And they do to Richard Blackwell. Wee-hee. Hurry up.
Gotta get it something.
Let's go.
Push the ball up the
Here
floor.
we go. Now Richard. Oh!
Right
Not a
idea.
very good passer. He had a good idea. DeBryan was open. And then Riverton does the same thing. Just throws it away.
South leading by 6. 62 to 56. 3:10 left. This 3:10 is probably going to take another hour to play.
Yeah. It's going to take a while, I bet. There we go. Nice feed, Blackwell. Oh, and oh my goodness. He misses the layup. 34 points in the game, he misses the
And he misses a
layup.
wide open layup. That's what's weird.
That was Brady Fullerton cutting the lead back to 4.
62 to 58 on the Dairy Queen
Now
scoreboard.
Marquez gets it over to Mike. Patience. He'll get to the hole. And he's fouled. 31's going to pick up the foul, but DeBryan's going to get the 2, 17 on the day, and he's got a chance for a 3-point play here.
Whew. 64 to 58. Let's see if he can make it 65 to 58.
Can make it a 7-point game with under 3 to go. And he does. Cool as the other side of the pillow, to borrow a phrase from Stu Scott.
And there's going to be an injury timeout as number 31. Riverton fans are saying there was an elbow.
Keep him on the floor and let's go. So Riverton ball, South with a 7-point lead, 2:41 to go. Clock's ticking, and here come the Wolverines. Paxton, Easton, 3, no good. Rebound will come down to Beltran. He'll go up ahead to Austin. Don't be in a hurry. Get it to Mike. Thought about 3, and then he walked.
He traveled, yep. That little hesitation move. Now, if that was college or NBA, that would not have been a walk. But
NBA, you can take 15 steps.
That's what I'm saying. College or the NBA, that's not a walk. But real
3-pointer there, Fullerton. Boy, he hadn't hit one.
Oh, that's a travel.
No, he got it out of his hands.
No, he did.
Yes, he did. And there's a held ball. Who's got the possession? I think Riverton's got the possession. Yeah, I know what you're saying with Quayle, but I think he was falling backwards, but he let the ball go before his foot hit the ground.
Oh, did he? Okay. Watch
Under
him.
2 to go. Was that a foul there on the shot?
No. It was a foul on Jefferson. He was trying to get through a screen. That's his 4th.
Send Quayle to the line for a couple. Actually, 1-1.
1-1. South still leads 65-58. 1:49 left in the game.
First one's good.
Yeah, Quayle shouldn't have been the one shooting the free throw now that I think about it. That's right, because Jefferson fouled the guy that was screening for him. That was horrible.
Well, wait a minute. That might be a correctable error.
That should be. 13 wasn't the one who was fouled. They're talking about it right now.
I think that's a correctable error, awarding free throws to the wrong guy.
That should be.
The only problem is if they don't know who should have had them, I mean, they can't just guess. So this shit might have sailed too. I don't know.
That's that. I mean, that's
okay. Wait a minute. Let's just
the wrong guy took free throws. They've got to reshoot those.
I think that's a correctable error.
And they are. They're talking about it right now. The wrong guy took free throws, so.
It is correctable at this point before the next dead ball.
Glad Coach Schaefer caught that.
If they can figure out who was supposed to shoot the free throws, they can take those away and make them reshoot them. But I don't know what they're going to do. The only other problem is they got to make sure they know who the foul was on. So they're going to take those 2 points off the board and correct this, so it won't be Chris Quayle.
It'll be number 12.
Now they're going to give it to 12 Paxton. See, and that's a case where you wonder if they really aren't sure. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I know, huh?
He makes the first.
Now the South student section coming alive.
He makes them both.
So it's all moot.
So it's a 5-point game. Minute 48. South needs to take care of the ball. Don't turn it over.
But you know what? You got the lead. Get the ball into the front court.
Ah, there's a turnover there, and Jefferson's going to commit a foul there.
Not a good pass by Lencho. Not a good pass at all by Lencho. All you had to do was get the ball into the front court and just hold it. Make them foul you. Now you're going to be forced to do something here. Ball's still in your court. 65-60.
Here comes Brendan Nelson. Yeah, and far be it for me to question a guy with 400-plus wins, but you wonder why with a minute 45 you don't have your starting 5 in here. That's it for Jefferson. He's out. But before that, you had Jefferson, you had Florencio Beltran and Austin Barker in the game. And are they better ball handlers?
Yes, they are.
Are they? So the first make for 41.
You've actually on the floor, out of your 5 players on the floor right now, 4 of them are good ball handlers. So
I'm not sure. I don't want Shane O'Dilshaver on the floor. So it's a 3-point game. South just had it to 7 just a second ago, and now they're going to have to call a timeout here.
Smart, heady play there by Nelson. Nobody got open, and South had to call a timeout. So it's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take one with them here on 11-12.
BISN.
Your Bison Network.
What do high school students, student athletes, police, fire, and military personnel all have in common? They often have a need to have patches and other items sewn on the letter jackets, jerseys, sports officials' clothing, and uniform. That's why you need to see a Stitch in Life here in Cheyenne. They are the high-quality, low-price experts for all your patch attachments, sewing, and embroidery needs. Shannon and her staff specialize in sewing and embroidery and will give you fast, quality service for a low price. So if you've earned that academic or athletic letter in high school, proudly serve as a policeman, fireman, or military member, then call us Stitch in Life at 307-426-5009. Once again, that's 307-426-5009, or visit them at 1024
So we have a minute 40. Oh, sorry,
Alan.
Alan.
Your sewing, tailoring, and embroidery needs. And make sure to tell them 1112 BISN.
Let's try this again. Let's reset it. A minute 40 left in the game. South up 65-62. They will have the ball. The possession arrow favors South.
South had a 16-point lead in the first half, 15-point lead in the second half, and now it's down to 3.
South is in the double bonus, so every time they get fouled, they'll go to the line for 2.
Had an 8-point lead 45 seconds ago.
They get it into Beltran. He'll get it up ahead to Nelson.
Now you just hold off. Go to
And
Zip.
get it out.
Zip to score. That's a good call there, because now you're going to force them to foul.
And now time's just tick-tocking away, precious time. And they've got good free throwers on the floor here for South. 112. Now DeBryan looking for a cut in Brendan Nelson, and he'll just kick it back out and reset it.
And he traveled. Oh, my goodness. How do you travel at that point, Steve? How do
Got
you
caught
do
up. Just got caught in the middle. They caught him on a back cut, and
their game plan was working to perfection. Don't give up the
That's
three.
what they did at the end of the first half. They were in that zip to score and turn the ball over.
Don't give up the three. Give up the layup, but don't give up the three. What did I just say, Steve?
Paxton Easton, and boy, he's not even close with it. Richard Blackwell up for a big rebound. Now we got 50 seconds and under, and there's a foul. And Barker's going to go to the line, and now we're going to need these bad.
And he is
He's
not.
a chance to make it a two-possession game. If
He is not a 31% free throw shooter. He's much higher than that. He's got 2 of them already in the game. He's got 4 points on the game.
He can make it a two-possession. If he makes one of these, he'll get 2 tries at it.
45 seconds left. South clinging to a 3-point lead, and the crowd goes silent. There's a hush over the crowd.
Ice water!
That makes it 66-62. More important, like you said, Steve, now it's a 2-possession game.
And it makes the second one a lot easier when you make the first one.
Yes, it does. South 66-62. And that's
money in the bank! The banks are open on
6
Saturday
points for
afternoon.
Barker, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. South leading by 4. 40 seconds left in the game. Don't give up the 3.
Quayle can't get it to go, and Austin Barker just kind of stands there, but then he's going to get a rebound and fall down with it. What do we have here?
It's going to be a foul on Riverton. Barker's going back to the free throw line. Steals the ball on the rebound. He's going back to the free throw line to ice this for South.
If he makes both of these, it's a 3-possession game with 32.7 to go.
South leading. Make sure you come back next week for our double headers against Green River and Rock Springs.
Barker has just ice-cold water pumping through his veins.
One more, and it's a 3-possession game, Steve. He's got 7 points on the day.
Shano getting ready to check in.
8 points.
Boom. 32.7 to go. It's a 7-point game now.
7-point game. Richard Blackwell taking a breather.
So South, Florenzo's going to make him at least think about getting it up the floor.
Don't give up easy shots. Let him
Long
have that.
3 there. In and out. That was halfway down. And Barker's going to get fouled again. And Austin's going to get into double figures here.
He's got 8
He can make
points.
these 2 just in the last 10 seconds of the game.
South, I have a feeling they're going to pull away this one. 7-point lead. 21 seconds left. He's 6 for 6 from the line. Knock on wood, Ashley Hess, if you're listening. I think that's his sister's name.
Shush.
Ooh, I didn't jinx him.
So South up by 8 can be 9 here. And I think it's safe to say that that would pretty much put it away.
Put it away.
And he makes it. So 6 for 6 here in the last 15, 20 seconds of game time for
10
Austin.
points for
He
Austin.
has been clutch. Don't foul. 3 there. Quayle. Bust. And a quick timeout.
71-65. 10.7 seconds left in the ball game. Barker, huge in the fourth quarter with his free throws. Timely steals. That guy had the clear offensive rebound, and Austin stole it from him and got fouled.
Chris Quayle with 27 points in the game to match the 34 by Blackwell.
Blackwell double-double
Big
today.
game for Richard. We're going to leave it right here. Get you started on the Mile High Lawn and Tree Care post-game show, because when this baby's over, we've had our fill of basketball. We love bringing it to the fans.
Hard to believe that the last non-conference games of the season are next week.
Yeah. So join us next Friday, 5:30 girls tip, 7 boys tip. When this baby's over, we're running for the cars. Dina's going to help Alan pack all this stuff up and take it home. That's the kind of good woman she is, the good, dutiful woman that she is.
So the key thing here is, Steve, get the ball in bounds.
Yep.
Get the ball in bounds. Worst case scenario, you don't get it across the timeline. They get the ball back with 0.7 seconds left. So
Certainly don't want to turn it over on this inbounds and let them bust another three. They've got one timeout left. And this one's going to go to Austin. Lays it up and in. And that's going to do it here, folks. South's going to come away a winner. Three-pointer. Last shot attempt for Riverton, and it won't go. So the final score, South wins 2 of their 3 McDonald's Classic games. This one here, the final, South 73, Riverton 65. Alan, final comments from you on the McDonald's tournament.
South moves to 5-4 on the season. They're above 500, and 2 solid performances. Should have been 3 wins. They should have won all 3 games, Steve, in this tournament. But great
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Great overall. I'm going to see if I can get an interview here with
Atta baby.
Coach Schaefer.
Atta baby. Atta baby. Quickly, good job, Shane-O. Way to bring it on home.
We're actually going to get Philb in here so Schaefer can go talk to him. Richard, I want you too. Hey, Coach Philbin, congratulations. First of all, let me say you guys won your last 2 games. Should have won all 3, honestly, if you think about it. Should have beaten the Toronto that first night. How does it feel to be able to beat a team that walked you out of Riverton at the start of the season?
You know, it felt good. We kind of circled this one on the calendar after we lost up there. We were talking about it. That was the 2nd year in a row where we had Riverton on the 3rd day. And it's hard when you're staying in a hotel and eating. So we kind of got them on the back end of that 3rd day at our tournament. And I thought it was definitely revenge that we wanted. We weren't, we circled this one on the calendar. We weren't looking too far ahead, but this is a good win for our program.
So last question. The Bison all season long so far, they've been in the games and found ways to lose it. Tonight, they finally found a way to win it. Giving up a 16-point lead late in the game, they pulled together. What were you guys stressing in your timeouts to be able to do that?
Well, first and foremost, Riverton's a good basketball team. They played the number 2, who will soon probably be the number 1 team in the state East, to 2 points. And so a lot of credit to them. We knew they'd have a run in them. They got great shooters. For us, it's nothing that we're preaching or doing. We've got a young basketball team. Even with a guy like Richard, who played phenomenal tonight, this is really his first year of really playing competitive varsity basketball. And we got a lot of juniors. So I think we need to have games like this to learn how to win. Our program over the years, we haven't set up to have a lot of success, and I think our seniors last year, we had some players that paved the way, so this win was possible. So.
Right on, Coach. We'll go talk to your team. We're going to speak with the man of the hour here next. Get his thoughts.
Yep.
Congratulations,
Big
Coach.
and rich, baby. Big and rich.
There you go.
It's all that post coaching. Make sure you ask him.
Richard Blackwell coming on. Hey, Richard. First of all, congratulations on the win. How big is this to be able to come back and beat a team that walked you out of Riverton just a month ago by over 20 points?
Revenge is sweet.
Yeah. Now, biggest thing here, 34 points. You set the school record, beating Kyler Cummings' record by 1. Double-double nonetheless, though. Early on, what made you know you were going to have success in the post? Seems like they couldn't stop you.
Last game against them, I had 4 points, and I was just feeling it today. Just felt like I wanted to help my team win, do whatever it took. If it meant getting 4 points again, then that's what I was going to do. But
now, one thing I did ask Coach Philbin, and I'll let you go because I know you got to go get cleaned up and all that. Every game this year, you guys have been in it, if you think about it, until like sometime in the 3rd quarter. How important was it for your guys' team to stay together and pull out a victory against one of the top 2 teams in the 4A West this year?
Man, it was really important, and like our chemistry is building through the season, and I think if it gets better and better like it is, it's going to be hard to stop us.
You guys are peaking going into your last non-conference of the game next year. How important is it to look at what you did this weekend to build momentum going into next weekend so conference in 2 weeks is ready to go?
It's really important, but we just have to stay humble and we have to learn how to win, and I think we're doing great with that. So.
Can I ask you one more question now, Richard?
Go ahead.
Are you going to throw one down for me next Friday night against Green River?
I'll try.
Okay, buddy.
Try.
Richard Blackwell, the 11-12 BISN Player of the Game. Thanks for joining us. And that's the Mile High Lawn and Tree Care Report. Thank you once again. South holds on to win 73-65, moves to 5-4. First time in 2 years they've been over 500. This is Alan signing out with Steve. Thanks again, and we'll see you next Friday, Richard.
All right, later.